Hello, welcome to Stephanie dCH Yoga. I'm Stephanie and today we have an excess energy release flow. So we're going to start with our feet a little wider than hip width distance. And then we're going to go ahead and spread your arms and just make sure you've got space around you away from people, pets, objects. If you're in a small space, just take this a little carefully. Keeping your knees nice and bent, you're going to just start to sway. So you're just moving the top half of your body, letting your arms hang heavy so that they flap out to the sides. So this little move is good for just imagining getting rid of all that excess frustration, agitation from being cooped up. Really go wild if you have the space. Make a little bit of noise. And just start to let go of anything that is weighing you down a bit. Let's slow this down. However, if you want to do this for longer and go really wild, pause the video and meet me back after you've finished. Coming to stillness eventually. Feel that tingling in the hands and the arms. Bring the feet together a little closer so they're more like hip distance apart. And let's bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest. Feeling the sensations after all that wild movement, now feeling the difference now that you're still. Breathe into the belly, keeping the chest from moving. Bringing the breath down into the abdomen. Bring a smile if you can. Lovely deep breaths. When you're ready, come to the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart. I moved back a little bit here because there was the radiator there, so just be careful of objects in your way. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale, bring your arms up tall. Exhale all the way down, forward fold, nice bent knees. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, coming up tall. Exhale, folding all the way down. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands down to the heart. 1 more time, moving with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Now this time, we're going to do a little lunge flow. So we're going to inhale, step back with our right foot, come to a lunge. Chest forwards, back knee is lifted if possible. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot goes back, lunge, look forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, forward fold. So you get the picture. Continue with your own breath. If you want to slow it down, do so, no worries. Just starting to get a little bit of vaguely quick movement here. Starting to draw the focus inward. Let's take 1 more on each side. Inhaling the right leg back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left foot back. Plant the palms, step back, downward facing dog. Now, nice bent knees here, especially if you're feeling tight in the legs. Head is heavy. take some lion's breaths. So if you're familiar with lion's breath, you can do these here in your downward dog. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to come out of my down dog and demonstrate. So you inhale deeply through your nose, stick your tongue out, and go with your exhale. Inhale deeply, exhale, and you can make that kind of as loud and aggressive as you like, really clearing the lungs of all sorts of nasty stuff. So if this makes you kind of have a coughing fit, that's quite normal because you're starting to move things around that you don't usually. So once you've done a few of those, we're going to rock forward and come to a plank. Take a few really lovely big rounds of breath here, really strong. And then we're going to lower the knees, the chest and the chin, glide through. We're going to make our way to a baby cobra. So we have our tops of our feet pressing down into the mat. Pelvis is pressing down as well. Our hands are back by our ribs. Wrists are under the elbows. And we inhale to lift, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead kisses down onto the mat. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Forehead kisses down onto the mat. So here, I'm actually not really putting any weight in my hands. This is all coming from my core and my back. See if you can do the same. Moving with your own breath. Inhaling to rise and exhaling to fall. Now, tucking the toes under at the back. Planting the palms firmly down. Sit back and come to a downward dog, or come up through a plank and then tip the weight back, downward dog. Inhale, weight comes forward, plank. Exhale, weight goes back, downward dog. Inhale, weight forward, plank. Exhale, back to downward dog. So again, you get the picture. You're doing a little flow here with your breath. Take it with your own time. Take it with your own breath. This is getting challenging. If you haven't moved for a few days or a few weeks, then this might feel like quite a lot. So you can do this using your knees, or just do it a little slower. Be nice to yourself. We'll then come down onto the knees, bring the toes to touch, knees wide. We're going to make our way into an extended child's pose. So your hips and your bum are melting down towards your toes and towards the ground. Then you walk your hands forward, bring the forehead down if possible, melting the chest down to the ground. And then from here, we're going to see if we can tent the hands. So just come up onto your fingertips, which I will do in due course in the video. There we go. So you're just getting a little bit more activation in your shoulders. The creases of your elbows, so the insides, are pointing up. These top arm bones are rotating out. Feeling a bit of activation in the shoulders. And then let's walk over to the right hand side, side stretch. So as you stretch to the right, you keep your left hip really well grounded down. Bring those nice deep breaths into the belly. Walking back through center. Take time for a quick lion's breath if you want to. Coming over to the left this time. Still got tented fingertips. Breathing deeply. Right hip this time is anchored down. Stretching out the side body. Walk back to the center. Time for a quick lion's breath if you want. And then plant your palms, bring them back towards you. We're then going to make our way to a tabletop position, all fours, where we'll take some cat-cows. So make sure you've got your knees under your hips, wrists under your hands. Inhale, drop the belly, look forwards. Exhale, doming the chest. Take a little bit of natural movement, whatever feels good. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, dome the chest. Walk the palms forward slightly, tuck the toes, make your way to downward facing dog. Bring the right foot up, kick high. Inhale, come forward, plank with that right leg lifted. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, forwards to three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, three-legged plank, keep going, really good. Exhale, three-legged dog, and bring that leg down. Let's bring the left leg up this time. Inhale, rock forward, three-legged plank. Exhale, back, three-legged dog. Inhale, forward, three-legged plank. Exhale, three-legged dog. Inhale, three-legged plank, really good, keep going. And then bring that leg down, normal down dog, tip the weight forward, plank, lower knees, chest, chin, glide through. I shuffled back a bit here because I was nearly in the radiator. So we're going to do that little lift and down flow like we did earlier, but this time we're coming to a full cobra. So we inhale, lift up. You can apply pressure in the hands this time. Exhale, kissing forehead down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Trying to keep those tops of the feet glued down. Pelvis presses down into the ground. Elbows pulling back. Really strong. Probably getting a little hot here. It's all good. Sit the weight back. Make your way to your downward facing dog. Let's inhale. Bring the right leg high. Exhale, right foot to the outside of the right hand. Toes turned out. Back knee down. Back toes tucked under. Take your left hand to the outside of your mat. Just give yourself more space. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right thigh. Gently press it open as you look up. Stay here, or option to bend the back leg. Reach the arm forward, up and round, and take hold of that back foot. If you can't reach that and that feels really intense in your thigh, don't worry. It is a big stretch. That standing, that supporting arm at the front is a little bent. Take that back arm all the way around to the front. Come up off the back knee, plant the palms, plank pose to downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to the outside of the left hand. Put the back knee down. Left toes turned out. Back toes tucked under. Right hand off your mat. Left hand inside of the front thigh. Looking up. Rainbow that hand at the front, that left hand. All the way around. Grab that back foot if you can and if you want to and if it feels good. And breathe. Beautiful, really intense stretch here. Bring that left arm all the way around and back. Plant the palms, come off the back knee, plank pose. And then let's go for a chaturanga if you can and if you want to. So you tip the weight forward and down, up to an upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And if you're not sure what just happened there, don't worry. Meet me in a downward dog. It's all good. Look forwards, come to the top of your mat, forward fold. Hang out for a moment. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale all the way up, reach tall, exhale hands down to the heart. Excellent. We're going to make our way to a little standing balance. So you need again a little bit of space for this, just be careful, got no obstacles. You can use a wall if you want to, be near something if you're worried about wobbling. And let's bring our feet together. We're coming to a dancer's pose. Toes touching, heels a little bit apart, pull everything up and in. Engage the legs, pull the belly button in. Choose something in front of you somewhere about 6 foot ahead of you that's not moving. So focus on. Inhale, shoulders up and down. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale. Let it go. No worries. Take the right foot out behind. Hold on to it with your right arm. Stay here if you want to. Practice the balance. Now I'm holding the inside edge of that foot. So my wrist is pointing out towards the plants. And then I start to tilt forwards, kicking that back foot into that hand. Both hips face forwards. My bottom knee is bent. And my front arm is there to help balance. Keep breathing. Stay here in your beautiful dancer's pose. Or if this is too much, come back to that starting position. Hang out here. Practice your balance. Or take an in-between version. Chest faces forward. Smile. When you're ready, exhale. Bring that foot down. Take a few breaths. Let it all go. Let's take it to the other side. Pull everything up and in. Choose that focus point. No egos. Who cares whether you can do it or not? It's all good. You're focusing, you're breathing, and that's all that matters. Take that left foot into that left hand. Hang out, just balancing there, or start to come forwards into your dancer's pose. Kicking that foot into the hand. Coming halfway, or a variation of, have a little play. These balancing poses are good for focusing, but also they're really good for calming the body. So come to a variation that you like and breathe. When you're ready, exhale, bring it all down. Inhale, exhale. Oh, groovy. Little namaste before we come down to Sukhasana, cross legs. Now if you want to pause the video and grab yourself a pillow to put under your hips and just get yourself more comfortable, then do. And then we'll meet in nice cross-legged pose. Inhale, right arm comes to the outside of the left leg and the back arm just goes onto the floor behind you. Look over your back shoulder. Nice detoxifying twist. Slowing down now, so try and keep your mind on your breath, on the sensations. Try not to think about what's coming the rest of the day. Inhale that back arm up. Exhale it to the opposite side now. Twisting, looking over your right shoulder. Don't forget to breathe. Don't think about what's come already today or in these last few weeks. All you are is right now. Inhale that back arm up, exhale it down, back to the center. And let's come to lie down. So bring yourself back onto your mat, give yourself a little hug. Give yourself a little congrats for making this time for yourself. Clasp the hands together and just rock side to side. Take any last movements that feel good before you come to your Shavasana relaxation pose. So you can either, if your back is feeling sore or just something doesn't feel right about lying flat on the floor, keep your knees bent, bring your feet about as wide as your mat and then let your knees fall in together. You can chill here. If you want to do full Shavasana, let your legs go long, let the feet naturally fall out to the sides. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath, let your neck go flat on the floor, tuck the chin. Hands chill out to the sides, take up space. Breathe. Just being here now. No instruction. You're only here for a few minutes, so try to release. Find places in the body that you can soften, like the belly, the bum cheeks, the jaw, the forehead. Letting yourself feel heavy. Let's start to bring a little bit of movement to the fingers and toes. Begin to bend the knees. When you're ready, you can bring a little sway to the legs, looking one way then the other, just rocking the head gently. And then bring knees onto chest. One more final hug. Bring your nose up to your knees. Make yourself tiny little ball. And then take a little rock and roll forward and back. If you don't want to do that, if you haven't got space, just gently come up to a seat, however feels alright to do so. Let's take one more inhale together and raise the arms up and overhead. Exhale your hands down to your heart. Thank you for choosing to practice with me. I hope you feel a little more chill after that. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.